Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Yes, after many months of waiting on Days of Our Lives, the truth has finally emerged. Nicole has returned her rings to EJ, and Eric has decided to stay in Salem with Jude rather than leave for Paris. Everything appears to be headed for a Joel implosion and a long-term, permanent Eric-Joel reunion. At least, it would appear to be the case if Ariane Zucker's departure was not the elephant in the room. Her final show as Nicole, she believes, will take place in just over 2 weeks on Friday, July 26th. Zucker broke the news a little while ago, but she just admitted that the precise episode breakdown may not pan out that way. Still, ending on a Friday cliffhanger makes sense. But all we know about Zucker's leave is that they aren't killing Nicole. Is she leaving town? Faking her death? Has the show recast her, and will Nicole continue to appear with a new face? That last alternative appears to be the least possible, given the ongoing lawsuit over Zucker's departure, and Days of Our Lives would have to have kept that information under wraps, as there has been no sign that Nicole has been recast. So, how does that affect the rest of her family? Where will Jude, Holly, and even Eric end up? According to the production schedule for Days of Our Lives, Greg Vaughn and Ashley Puzimis will still be in Salem by the show's 15,000th episode in November. But how? It seems unlikely that Nicole would flee and abandon Jude with Eric after recently bringing them both back. But it seems as unlikely that she'd simply take their baby and flee, depriving Eric of being a parent once more. So where would Holly go? She seemed incredibly understanding of EJ, but we don't see her living at the DiMera mansion, especially now that her crush on Johnny has faded. Would Nicole abandon her with Eric? Or maybe she'd move in with Grandma Maggie, an almost criminally underutilized familial connection, so she could stay in town, finish high school, and date Tate. There's also the possibility that they'll all leave town for a few weeks or months and then return, with the exception of Nicole. But that, too, is difficult to imagine. Alternatively, Eric and Holly might just return for Doug's funeral, which is the central plot point of the 15,000th episode. We'll be watching on the edge of our seats to see how this plays out. There are still weeks of tail left, but it appears like Zucker is the only one departing. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, July 5th, state that Jada Hunter provided Rafe Hernandez with information on Robert Bobby Stein alias Everett Lynch's assertion that he may assist in solving a murder case. Rafe suspected Bobby of manipulating Jada and was concerned about her ex's mental instability, but Jada refused to go back for additional information and insisted on doing so alone. In the town plaza, Connie Valinsky approached Melinda Trask and apologized for previously blaming her for Li Shin's death, stating that it was not her fault. On Friday's Days program, EJ DiMera demanded that Stefan DiMera tell him where Gabby Hernandez DiMera was. EJ wanted Gabby for his press conference and was unhappy since she hadn't returned from her trip to Arizona yet. Gabby agreed to attend the press conference after she returned and saw Stefan fighting with EJ. Stefan wanted to give a bone to his brother. Gabby pressed Stefan on Friday's DOL show to reveal Jude DiMera, aka Jude Brady's paternity, as well as his blackmail material. Gabby requested that they tell Eric the truth about his son, but Stefan begged her not to rock the boat again. Gabby appeared to agree with Stefan and embraced him, but she had a troubled expression over his shoulder. Back in the town square, EJ was willing to give up control of his shares in order to persuade Kristen DiMera to choose Melinda as DiMera Enterprises' legal counsel. Kristen accepted the offer, but she wondered why EJ was doing all of this. Melinda signed the paperwork, but she simply told Kristen that EJ was trying his best for him. On Friday's Days episode, Eric Brady told Nicole DiMera at The Spectator that he had accepted a photography position at a famous magazine in Paris and would be departing today. Eric stated why he needed a break and why he didn't want to see Jude before leaving. Nicole also said that EJ was aware of her drunkenly kissing him, which astonished Eric and left him wondering what he would do in EJ's situation. Nicole became sad and refused to say goodbye, so Eric decided they wouldn't say it. Nicole gave a small wave and cried as she saw Eric leave for the exit, wearing a sad smile. Eric also informed Marlena Evans of the Paris news following her visit to Bobby, and he promised Nicole a piece of his heart forever. When Jada returned to Bobby's baby room, he played games with her and attempted to bargain his release. Jada threatened to leave if Bobby did not reveal what he knew, so he finally acknowledged it was regarding Lee's case. Back in the town center, Rafe approached Gabby as she arrived with Stefan, saying he was there to support her at the press conference. Connie approached Gabby and expressed her happiness with her freedom. According to Connie, now that the real killer has been apprehended, Lee can rest easy. Gabby thought it was lovely of Connie to come over and make those remarks, while Rafe thought the encounter was odd. On Friday's day's program, Connie returned to the crime site and flashed back to stabbing Lee from behind, revealing herself as his true killer. Nicole appeared in the town square to cover the news conference for The Spectator. When Nicole overheard Melinda chatting to EJ and became concerned, EJ said that he only wanted to tell her about Melinda's new job. Although Nicole couldn't understand why Kristen would hire Melinda, EJ lied, claiming that she did it to spite him. Once the press conference began, EJ gave a speech on his part in obtaining justice now that Gabby was free and Lee's case had allegedly been finally resolved. When it was Gabby's chance to speak, she thanked her friends, family, and, most importantly, Stefan. Gabby only reluctantly thanked EJ near the end, pointing out that he was the one who put her in prison in the first place based on faulty evidence. Gabby, on the other hand, claimed that EJ released her due to his love for Nicole and frantic attempt to keep her. Nicole was perplexed, but Gabby maintained it was because Nicole was still in love with Eric, the father of her child. Tate felt he had a fantastic idea for spending time with Holly. Unfortunately, Brady and Teresa are set to bust the teens. Something tells us the parents will not be happy. EJ decides to be honest with Nicole about what he observed. Given that what he observed was her kissing Eric while inebriated, this conversation might quickly become tense. Maggie and Alex haven't always had the best relationship, but now they reach an understanding on how to go. Carson Boatman did what, exactly? It wasn't fun, but... In today's recap, Diana devastates Leo, and Chanel collapses in agony. Chanel winces, clutching her stomach. Johnny and Paulina look on with concern. As Leo continues on his voyage of self-discovery, he decides to pay his mother, Diana, a visit. Will she help Lady Whistleblower's alter ego deal with his problems? Chanel and Johnny are preparing to leave Salem. However, the news they are about to receive could change everything. Lucas pays an emotional farewell to his mother, Kate. In today's recap, Chanel blames Paulina for her miscarriage, and Xander locates his mother's address, driving Teresa into a frenzy. Johnny sits on a hospital bed, holding Chanel close to his chest. Xander and Victor's relationship was not always ideal. Sarah listens as her groom-to-be discusses the most problematic parts. Alex and Teresa appear to be ready to step up their love game, as they have already announced their engagement. In today's recap, over Teresa's objections, Bonnie sends Xander's mother's wedding invitation, Sherry Jimenez makes her Gabby debut, and Eric considers leaving town. Teresa is on the verge of achieving her happy ending. But only if she can hide a few secrets from being revealed. Meanwhile, Brady is bombarding Alex with notions about the lady with whom they have both been connected. In today's recap, Gabby is set free, Melinda threatens to tell Nicole the truth, and Chanel pushes Johnny to pursue his ambitions. Gabby gives Stefan a suspicious glance in the jail visiting room. Even Abe's love may not be able to help Paulina deal with a terrible turn of events. Eric is ready to tell Nicole something that is surely life-changing news. As Stefan promises Gabby that she will be a free woman soon, EJ turns to Rafe for assistance in dealing with the Melinda situation. EJ attempts to make a bargain with Melinda to keep the truth hidden as the walls close in on him. Stefan and Gabby finally had a happy reunion after a long time apart. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.